Now let's talk about the three other vital forces in the microenvironment that decide the survival of a company in its business environment. First is the marketing intermediaries. These are organizations, people who are associated with selling and distributing the product that you are offering to the target market. They are referred to as distribution channel. It can include retailers, wholesalers, distributors, marketing agencies, etc. For example, if you're taking a developing country market and you're a luxury brand producer, for instance, let's say Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, etc. Now, in developing countries, you can't only sell luxury brand to the consumers. It might not catch the attention of the locals. So what they do, such luxury brands, what they do is that they form partnership with local distributors who can then provide the premium product to the consumers in such a way that it catches their attention. A classic example in this case is recently Apple launched its first store in India in collaboration with Reliance Group. Here, the Reliance Group acts as the distributor of the premium phone. These days, marketing intermediaries, they have the power to dictate terms and shut manufacturers altogether from the market. So they also have to be considered as partners in providing something of value to consumers. Fifth one that we have is the public. Public is any group that has some sort of interest in what your company is offering to the target market. It can be a financial public. Financial public is the one who is going to fund your project, like the banks, the stockholders who have shares in your company. They are able to provide you with the capital required to run your company. Second, it can be the government public. For instance, you have in different countries, you have different environmental protection laws. Now, if you take the example of food packaging industry, it is suffering greatly because of the environmental protection laws existing, especially in developed countries. They are very stringent and does not allow you to make use of plastics. If at all plastics are used, they have to be recycled. They have to be. It is the duty of the company to ensure that the product is recycled and it is reused. Another example is from the vehicle automobile industry. You have exhaust laws associated with the gases coming out from exhaust because we are switching to more and more greener energy. People want the gases emitted from the exhaust to be minimal. So there are laws related to vehicular emission. Third, citizen action public. They are consumer protection organization, environmental organization who help you stay in touch with consumers by ensuring that you're not deviating from the true path of serving your target market. Internal public, these they are workers, managers, volunteers, board of directors who need to be provided some sort of motivation when they outperform in the company. What I mean by this is if suppose your team is making an impossible deadline possible, then you have to give them some sort of reward for that work done. It could be in the form of taking them out for a day, enjoying with the team, making use of that time for team building activities or a lunch, etc. General public, general public's attitude towards your product and activities is important as it can have an impact on the buying behavior. We'll talk about this in detail later on. And finally, local. Local is nothing but the residents and community should be kept informed. Suppose a company wants to open a factory near a small village. It has to be keeping the local authorities and the residents informed. They have to talk about the advantages as well as disadvantages. In case of issues to the public, how will the company take up the issue and resolve it for them? It is the responsibility of the company to fix issues caused by the new venture. Finally, you have customers for whom the value is being created. So you have different types of market. Customer market is the general type of market that we are talking about, where we are producing something for being sold to consumers. That is the target market who are going to buy a product and use it. Second is the business market, wherein businesses buy certain goods or services for further processing. A classic example where you have both consumer market and business market operating or coexisting is the app called as Too Good to Go. Too Good to Go is a food based app that has taken the world by storm because it helps in fighting food waste. Here, both markets, that is business market and the customer market, are being targeted. When you register in the app asks whether you are the business wanting to sell your product, your leftover food, or are you the customer wanting to buy products at a lower cost. So depending on that, you get registered and then you can either buy your product or sell your product. Then you have government market. So government market is wherein government buys a product. For instance, you have local public transport. So in most of the countries, bus services are owned by the government. And finally, you have the international market, that is for global companies where you're aiming to release your product on a global scale. Thank you for staying with me through the video. If you have any queries, please feel free to put them in the comment section and I'll get back at the earliest.